Hey, what's up, guys? Vega here from Serpent Special Forces, and there's a lot of mining operating systems out there. Some of many that we love. Hashr8's been around for a while now, and I'm making this video for those who get intimidated by a certain message. When you plug in a USB drive that has a operating system or some type of image on it that is incompatible with Windows, you sometimes get this message. Microsoft, Windows, you need to format the disk in drive H before you can use it. Do you want to format? If you format the disk, you'll set it to a Windows platform, so to speak, or a Windows readable format. But most of the mining operating systems that we're utilizing are Linux based. And so normally with programs like Etcher or Rufus, which is one that I like to use, they can detect the drive in its entirety, because when you format some of these drives, what would happen is the only thing that Windows can see is like a 19 megabyte, 8 megabyte, 20 megabyte size or partition out of that USB drive, and not the full drive. As you can see, Etcher can see this full PNY USB 2.0 8 gigabyte drive. It can see it. So can Rufus. But if you ever bump into something where it can't see the full drive and you want to replace the mining operating system or any image on that drive, there's a quick way to fix this. But that's if you don't see the full drive. So Rufus can see the full 8 gigs. Etcher can see the full 8 gigs. That I'm good to go. I can go ahead and select my image, go wherever I need to, and go ahead and flash or set that image onto that USB drive. I wanted to show you what you can do if not. So start up a command prompt, run it as administrator, and type in DISKPART. Sometimes you can do this without even typing it in. Like if you just go to start and type in DISKPART, it should automatically pop it up, and it does. We want to first see what disk we have in our system and make sure that we don't wipe the wrong one. So list disk will show you all the disks that you have in your current system. Now obviously we're not talking about the 4 terabyte, which is disk 0. We're not talking about the 465 disk 1 or the 465 disk 2. We're looking at the 8 gigabyte, which is 7,788 megabytes. So we want to select disk 3, and then what we want to do is we want to choose clean. Now this is again only if for some reason Rufus, Etcher, or whatever program you're using cannot see the full drive, the full capacity of the drive. If it can see the full capacity of the drive, you don't need to do this trick. But if you hit clean, if you type in clean and hit enter, that's going to clean that drive. DISKPART encountered an error. The device is not ready. See event log. Oh. Let's try that again. Select disk 3. Boom. Alright, so the first one didn't work because I had Rufus and Etcher utilizing that disk. It was looking at that disk, so Windows cannot clean it because another program was utilizing that disk. Now with clean, I can go ahead and right click the start menu, go to disk management, and I'm going to see my disk down there, but it's going to have unallocated space or it's not partitioned. So I just right click on it, look for it, right click on it, and choose simple volume. Go ahead and just go through the basic steps, set it at its max, give it a letter if you want of your choice, give it a name if you want of your choice, but because we're going to format it or install another operating system on it, it's not really necessary in this particular case of what I'm using it for. So now that guy is set up, now I can see here in a second, I'll be able to see the USB drive. And then I can go ahead, there we go. Then I can go ahead and use Rufus or what have you to go ahead and flash my OS, my new OS onto it. Now typically with mining operating systems, at least good ones, you don't have to wipe the drive and install the latest version, because when you boot into that operating system, it will automatically update to the latest version of that mining OS. But however, if you did have an issue similar to this, where Windows cannot detect the drive, you are unable to see the full capacity of that drive because the way the partitioning is set up or what have you, DISKPART is a very simple built-in tool that you can utilize in Windows to reset that drive. And so now I can take this drive and format it with whatever image I want, whether it's Hashr8, which I enjoy, Hive OS, the new version of Nice Hashr OS, ETH OS, whatever one I want. Etcher is a very good tool. Yumi's, I used it once or twice. Rufus is one of my favorites that I've been using, but Etcher is a very GUI-friendly, user-friendly program to, apply an ISO or an image to a USB drive. But if you got any useful information out of this video, do me a favor, hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe for more tips and tricks and crypto news or information, not so much news. But let me know in your comments below if you bumped into something like this, and I hope this video helped you out in some form or fashion. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you later.